hold on to this generational income, because I can tell you once you start making a good amount of coin, IRS is going to be coming for this stuff. And I found this out hard. I mean, it sucks. Like you pay a bunch of taxes. It just feels terrible. So yeah, just be thinking through, if you don't already have if you have a CPA, I'm sure everybody here has got a CPA. If you're doing your own taxes as an investor, I would really encourage you not to. If you've got simple, you're just kind of take it into H&R Block and, do simple, easy forms and stuff like that, that's fine. But once you start accumulating real estate, once you start accumulating properties, uh, accumulating, you know, working towards a real estate professional with 750 hours. And again, the CPA is going to help you with that. Yeah, Casey, I would highly recommend Sean Bauman with Driven Tax Strategies. His office is out on North Ridge Road. It's great. He works hand in hand with many other investors that I know out there and everything. But Driven Tax Strategies, Sean Bauman.
You said Sean Bauman? Sorry about that.
Sean Bauman, yeah, Bauman, North Ridge Road, Driven Tax Strategies. And you're not going to figure this stuff out. That's what I was going for a second. Like, you're not going to figure this stuff out by yourself. I certainly wasn't. I don't know. There's, I guess, a lot smarter people than me in this call. So, maybe if that's your interest in love language, then go for it. Crack open the IRS code and find, all your incentives and advantages. If not, call somebody and sit down. And what I do, like, I want to corner them. Like, I get them in their office and I'm like, I'm locking the door and I'm like, we're going to sit down. We're going to have this out. Because if I only have an hour of your time, I'm going to squeeze every drop out of you right now that I can, because it's important to me. And people generally, and I'm not a jerk or anything, but, people generally like understand, like, okay, yeah, this is serious. Like, yes, here's how I can help you. Here's something you're probably not thinking about. Here's something you need to consider. For instance, like the real estate professional, you need to have 750 hours for a calendar year. You can be considered a real estate professional. You can have I got multiple revenue streams. And, as far as I know, you do not have to be a real estate agent or a full-time investor. And if you are, maybe your spouse could be the real estate professional. But getting classification like that on your taxes could be a game changer. But you're not going to know that stuff until you sit down with a real estate savvy CPA. And I tell them, like, treat me like I'm an idiot. Let's put the cookies on the bottom shelf. Talk to me like I'm a third grader. Ready, go. And then, we'll start asking, and then just ask tons of questions. Like, let them know everything you're doing. Like, oh, by the way, I don't know if I told you I got an IRA over here. I got 401k here. I was a trust fund baby and I got some money sitting over here that's going to be released when I'm 25 or 30 years, whatever you've got, put everything on the table, because all those little pieces of the puzzle from a tax strategy standpoint, from a strategist standpoint, are all going to matter. And you can't give them, it's like going to the doctor and, just complaining about your stomach ache and, you didn't tell them that, something else major is going on, and they got to have all the information to put the, diagnosis together. You can't just go off of one thing. Your CPA, your tax strategist is going to be the same way.